And welcome back. This live stream was done in the morning today, but there was a power outage at my place due to heavy rains. So I'm attempting to do this again, complete the flight this time. Hopefully there'll be no power outages, but if there are, that's beyond my control. But here we are in Alice Springs, Australia, and we are going north towards Darwin International. So there's no ATC, there are very few users online, at least not in Australia or on this aerodrome. And there seems to be a boneyard here. Singapore Airlines, what's the other one? Hong Kong Airlines, okay. Which aircraft are these? And what are these yellow ones? Scoot. I was wondering if I could do a Scoot airline flight one of these days from Singapore to Ho Chi Minh City. So let's get on with it. Okay. Request refueling. Do you use airports on stairs? No. Use airport stairs. We'll use British Petroleum, fine. Okay, we'll wait for the fuel truck. Done. Done. And we should keep this at standby. Squawk 2000. CTAF, we'll have to use CTAF because there's no ATC online. CTAF is 11 for Darwin, for Alice Springs is 118. Decimal 300. decimal 300. And we'll when we have to monitor Unicom. There we go. This can go to 121,500 guard frequency. Right, fuel truck is waiting. So we have a new air rack, and this air rack is valid from today till September 3rd. Aircraft model checked, So yeah, just a minute. I haven't finished my pre-flight preliminary. All right. Magnetic extinction. Up we go. Yeah. There we go. Now down to pause in it. We are at YBAS. We'll take the left GPS position. Why can't I take the left GPS position? Because the iris is underlined. Is that the case? Just a minute. Okay, we'll call the fuel truck again. Let's go out and see. It's a Mercedes truck, a tanker. They should use some other modeling, some other vehicles, even if there is no underground fuel hydrant. I think this has to be updated in GSX. Should be reported as one of the bugs. Not a bug, but features. Requested features. And now I can request my flight plan. Set fuel, set payload, and select the route. Yeah, because we have pounds, that's why it's 21.3. Right. Truck leaving. Good. Okay, Rupers, Julia 251 to 10 Tindu? I don't know. Quebec 23 to Ekpu, and it checks out. I'll put it on the screen if you guys want to see. Here's my OFP, 34,000 feet, cost index 35, and that's the alternate route. Our route is just above the load sheet. Yeah. Runway 30, Octave 6 departure, Rupus, Juliet 215. I don't know which VOR this is. TN, Quebec 23, Vecpu. Okay. And it's the same in our box, so I'll just activate it. Now while we're at it, we've got the runway to depart from. The winds are favorable. Runway 30. Okay, and Octave 6 departure. Octave 6 with the Rupus transition. Execute. And we'll do the arrival when we're near Darwin. Right. Legs. I don't have any charts for surprising. Octave 6 departure doesn't have any charts, so can't do a departure briefing without charts. All the data is in the FMC, but I can do this. We'll taxi, we'll start on the stand, there's no pushback, and we'll do a turnaround clockwise, go over delta, we'll enter the runway from delta, backtrack to runway 30 and take off in this direction, and that's a SID in magenta or pink or mauvish. So yeah, that's the takeoff, taxi and departure briefing. What else can we do in the briefing? It's simple, no pushback, backtracking on runway 30. Let's have a look at the box or the FMC. The FMC might have some restrictions, yes. So Alice Springs 400 below 190 knots, and we remain below 190 knots till Octave, and by that time we should have climbed above 2800, and then there are no restrictions, not even at Rupus. So that's it. Right, legs checked, and we can we do request winds? No, we can't, not yet. All right, light switch. And we get carrying 150 passengers. Load them aboard and load the baggage. Right, light switch done. Oxygen test. EFIS. Press this button in the knob. Terrain, airport, and set the minimums. Before you set the minimums, set the baro, altimeter, barometric pressure, 1022. It's in hectopascals, so we switch it to hectopascals. One zero two two. They should be walking in as soon as the stairs attach. Where is he going with the stairs? Hey, wrong. That's the wrong door. Okay, he wants to go through the airplane fuselage. And where is he going to stop? GSX profile is messed up. And now he's going to do a flip. He's going to flip. I know. He'll flip. There we go. And flip. I think the paths for these vehicles have to be corrected, updated. In the profile, he did the same thing. Sorry. Hiccups. I'll have to drink some water. Once my hiccups start, they'll last for a long while. Sorry. No.
Good evening, everyone. I'm your customer service manager, Tanya Rogers, and on behalf of Captain and Sergeant Michael, First Officer Matt Harper, and Second Officer Michael O'Connell, and our customer service supervisor Rebecca Craig, and the entire crew, a very warm welcome aboard our flight to Sydney. I'd also like to introduce Sachi, Yoshi, and Kay, of course, fluent in Japanese. We'd also like to welcome back our Qantas on the frequent line, along with our Qantas business board members, and anyone joining us from LA 5927, a very warm welcome aboard. Please place your bags either underneath the seat in front of you or in your overhead lockers. The seats to the bulkhead or exit row, all bags need to go in the overhead lockers. Laptops and other large devices need to be put away until we're in the air. You're able to use your handheld devices with flight mode during takeoff. However, devices without flight mode cannot be used at any time. Power banks cannot be charged or used to charge other devices at any time. They should be stowed with you, underneath the seat in front of you, or in a seat pocket unless directed by your crew. Please remove all cables from charging ports as this seat power cannot be used at this time.
I have to drink water. Today I have a glass of water while you guys enjoy this boarding animation. I'll just have a glass of water, otherwise my hiccups won't stop.
Please make sure you're in your allocated seat with your seatbelt or sash belt firmly fastened and your seat back upright. No tray tables, bassinets and footrests and open window shades. As always, smoking, vaping, the use and charging of these cigarettes is not permitted. Please help us create a safe, respectful and positive environment for everyone on board by respecting each other and our crew. Once again, a very warm welcome aboard. It's great to have you with us today. The flight time today is 9 hours and 15 minutes. And once everyone is seated, you can be on our way.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant evening from the flight deck specialist at Harper. On behalf of Captain Simon Hostel and Second Officer Mike O'Connell and Tanya, the rest of the crew, Southwest welcome aboard Fox Flight 60 down to Sydney. It's waiting on air traffic control, traffic behind us at the moment, around the back road at the moment, pushing back and on the way out to the runway for the flight time today is 9 hours and 14 minutes, and we are expecting to have you in Sydney on board.
Right, let's get on with the init ref. So, reserves, you can get them from the OFP. It's written here 2.975, that's 3 tons almost. You always round it off. 34,000 feet. Execute. Top line 243070 minus 38. Okay. Now, because we've already loaded the aircraft and refueled the aircraft, because in PMDG the GSX doesn't actually load the aircraft, you load it from the FMC. It only once you've loaded it, then it refuels, plays the animation of refueling and all this. So we have the weights inside. The aircraft is already, loaded. This is just the animation, so we can move on to the performance. Because for performance you need the full load sheet or the final load sheet once the aircraft has been fueled and boarded and loaded and whatever. So runway 30 is dry, and yeah, imported the weights, config AC on, air condition on, anti-ice off, and yeah, we'll imported the weather, 4 knots, not a big headwind. 1500 feet is minimums, no derating, 32 degrees centigrade. That gives us 97.1 N1. They have 96.2. Slight difference. Flaps 5. Trim is 4.88. 4.8.
Boarding is now complete. Any remaining ground crew, please leave the aircraft.
142, 144, and the V2 is 151. That matches, and we can set the V2 at on the MCP. Yeah, 152. Cleared destination, cleared cruise altitude 34,000 feet. And runway heading is 296. Should have done it from the anti-clockwise side. 296 degrees. Right. Refueling done. Might as well make the passengers comfortable. APU. Turn it on. Right, while it's turning on, I'll set the minimums. Minimums are whatever the runway elevation is. Add 1500 to it. So we are currently at 1789 feet. So add a 1500, that's 27, 3289. That will take some time. 3289. $1,700, 3,000, we have to go all the way to 3,000. This is the part about the 737 family, the NG family, that I hate. Setting the barrow But if I set it using the radar height, that would be shorter, no? So now with 31, 3289. I hope there's no power outage. I really want to complete this stream. And this flight also. I haven't flown I've done a practice sector. There we go. Minimum set. Okay, overhead. Yaw damper on. I'm going to check all these display, and I think they're always like this, so there's no point. So crossfeed. Turn off fuel pumps. AB generator on. And we can nothing over here. Panel brightness. Window heat on. Hydraulic anti-ice don't need it right now. Up here we'll do the cabin. So temperature source, cabin, quite cool. It's winters down there. Pax auto, AB bleed on, isolation valve auto. And leave these at 12 o'clock position, they'll be almost, yeah, automatic. And this is 34,000 feet. Landing altitude or landing elevation 103. So we'll round it off to 100. Done. Right, and we can disconnect the ground power. GPU card. Anything else? Let me have a look at the checklist. No. So right, if we go to the ground operations within ground connections, if you click on the remove chocks, it also automatically removes the ground power. Door management, close all, one click, enough for all the doors. Operate stairs. Actually, it's night time in Australia right now, but I want to do it in the daylight. Look at the red tinted sand, the ground over here. It's really amazing. Did I flip again? Is it also going to flip? I'm going to reverse through the yeah, it flipped. Okay. Now the MCP. Flight director on. We can set this to runway heading or the course. It's supposed to, I don't know how they use it, but it's supposed to help in during an engine failure if you want to return to the airport. I guess it gives you a center line on the ND. I'm not sure. Right, flight director's on, course set. Transponder standby, trim check. Flight deck door auto 00. Okay. We've done the perfinet and one limit takeoff setup, trim set. So for that, 4.88. So that 4.88 trim set. MCVIS already set to V2. Right. Next we'll do the before push and start. IFR clearance request, we can't do that because we don't have an ATC. Squawk is 2000, so we'll just set the transponder to alt off. APU is on, ground connections and services disconnected. APU gen is also on, otherwise we would have had quite a few issues by now. Right, and it's generating electricity, as we can see here. Window heat on. Preflight checklist call. Oxygen tested. Navigation transparent display switches normal and auto. Window heat on. Pressurization mode select auto. Flight instruments heading altimeter done. Set. Parking brake set. Engine start levers cut off. Fuel pumps all on. We have some in the center tank, but we'll do that after takeoff. Pushback truck. Oh, we're not supposed to. We're not supposed to have pushback. Yeah. Supposed to do it on the stand. So we're going to start up, and then yeah. Turn clockwise and go through this taxiway delta, hold short here, and then into the runway all the way to the end at 30, face the right direction and take off. Right. Push and start. Let me see if my radios are tuned in. Yeah. Although there's no one around. Alice Springs traffic, Qantas 1961. Starting engines at ramp 5. Alice Springs traffic. Backs off. Anti-collision light on. Wheel well light on before start. Fine. Ground to engine 2 to ground. Waiting for N2 to reach 25%. Up here, power valves should go off, and on the upper quite cool here, 7 degrees, quite cold. It's winters. I'll let it stabilize.
The crew here for your safety, so please follow their instructions at all times. Please give us your attention for the next few minutes and we'll keep you safe on this flight.
Welcome to Qantas. For over 100 years, safety has been our #1 priority.
rope at the front, then tighten. There's a red tag, and a mouthpiece to inflate, and a whistle, and a light. And if you need to inflate your life jacket, only do it after you leave the aircraft.
If oxygen is required, mask will drop from above. To activate the oxygen, pull down firmly. Put it over your head and tighten the strap. Oxygen will flow without the bag inflating. And remember, always put your own mask first and then help others.
We train our cabin crew in service and safety at the Long Reach Centre of Service Excellence, including brace position. If you can reach the seat in front, brace by holding your arm and resting your forehead on your arm. If you can't reach the seat in front, lean forward and hold onto your legs. If your seat has a sash belt, sit upright, place your hands on your legs and bring your chin to your chest.
Airbus built the new Qantas plane right here in Hamburg, Germany. In case of an emergency,
It's not an Airbus.
will guide you to the exit, where you'll also find license signs. Take a moment to locate your nearest exit, and keep in mind it might be behind you.
The best way to remember is to count the rows between you and the exit. The cabin crew are pointing the car seat.
Your aircraft is fitted with slide rail. If you need to evacuate, it's important to leave your belongings behind. To use the slide, do what they do. Lean forward and slide with your hands on your knees.
Today, you're being flown by some of our highly experienced pilots. We train regularly on state-of-the-art simulators like this one.
Find out your bag should be in the overhead lockers or under the seat in front of you. Ensure that your tray table is stowed and your seat back is upright. If you're in business, return your seat to the upright or preset recline position. It's now time to switch your devices to flight mode and unplug any charging cables during taxi, takeoff and landing. Keep devices and power banks close, such as in the seat pocket.
LS Springs traffic, Qantas 961, taxiing to holding point Delta via Alpha and Delta.
During the flight.
LS Springs traffic.
Or power bank overheats. Is damaged, drops or lost?
Let's taxi.
Let the crew know straight away. They'll be happy to help.
Your aircraft is fitted with smoke and vapor detectors, including in the toilets. So do not smoke
Checked.
anywhere in this aircraft.
Your Qantas magazine, located in the seat pocket, includes a health and safety section with important information on PFAS thrombosis or DVT.
If you'd like to go over any of this, just to be safe, it's all on the safety card and the seat pocket.
Your crew are here to help you, so please follow their instructions at all times.
And together, let's make it a respectful and positive environment for everyone on board.
Thanks for choosing Qantas. Safe journey.
Sorry, I know that ads can be annoying, but you know what's more annoying? Arriving to a new country and not having any internet connection. I'm Sarah, a travel content creator, and I have learned the hard way that staying connected isn't optional. That's why I use Overfly, with plans that fit every type of trip, from travel to work.
Oh yeah, RTO.
Overfly's eSIMs have unlimited data, easy activation, and reliable service. Overfly, keep in mind always.
Break here.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
That's good to hear. Alice Springs traffic, Qantas 9061, backtracking runway 30, Alice Springs traffic. Okay, let's do this. And we can turn on the weather radar now. VXT on the right side, VX. Slow down a bit. Overshot it a bit. A bit late for the departure. Well, 1 or 2 minutes, not more. Slow down. We have to do a turn about 10 here. I don't know why PMDG has this, MSFS has this limitation that this can't turn on a tighter radius. It's not the case with the 777. Right. We're lined up. Stop here. Alice Springs traffic, Qantas 9061, departing runway 30 via the Octave 6 departure. Alice Springs traffic. So now we can turn this on. Lapse timer, chrono, all the brakes, yoke forward, 40% and 1. stabilized and
Airspeed 1.
gear up. Flat retraction altitude. MFRA, bug up. Bug up, bug up, bug up. Flaps 1. Alice Springs traffic, Qantas 9061, airborne. Alice Springs traffic. Flaps 1. And we'll remain in flaps 1. It should be below 90, so yeah. Command A, VNAV. Supposed to be in below 190. No? Legs, no. Well, we've broken the restriction then. Flaps up. Auto brake off. Gear up and off. Wow, look at that.
The seatbelt sign is now off. However, we recommend you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. Travelers on one of our Wi-Fi connected aircraft, please select content-free Wi-Fi in your network settings and simply follow the prompts in the net. Wi-Fi is exclusively available to the party on information handling cruise radar. If you would like to watch content from our streaming service, be sure to download a positive coverage. To ensure an enjoyable flight for everyone, please switch your device to silent and then disclose that voice and video calls are not permitted. Once again, it's great having you on today's Sydney. We'll be available for the flight to West Africa. Ensure the room service ready and again a very comfortable morning. And as a courtesy to others around you during this service, please now return your seats to the upload position. The Swami, the cheddar and cheese omelette with braised beans, cream spinach, hash brown and pork sausage. Or you're also serving the ricotta pancakes with blueberry compote, chocolate cream and roasted almonds. Both of these options will come with a blueberry sandwich on the side and a selection of hot and cold drinks. Now we do apologise if your first choice is not available. As a courtesy to others around you during the service, please now return your seat to the upright position. Just repeating those options, we have the cheddar cheese omelette with braised beans, cream spinach, hash brown and pork sausage. Or we also have the ricotta pancakes.
Right. Alright, we're at the top of climb, cruising at 34,000 feet. We need to decide what to do about the arrival. I'm going to put Navigraph charts on the screen. And first we've reached Rupert, we've reached the end of our star. There's no ATC, it's middle of the night, way past midnight in Australia, this part of Australia. So we've been given runway 11. Is that what's in the OFP? Runway 11, it says not used. If you look at the chart, why is it not in use? But the winds favor runway 11. Vecpu 1X arrival. Basically, from Vecpu track 324. Where's Vecpu? Here. 324. It's a Alteg. So we go all the way here and all the way here and then Nasux, and then there's the approach for runway 11. Right. Now the approach is, I will remove the charts, go back to the map. Now the approaches for runway 11 we have NDB, RNAV, Tango, RNAV, Tango, RNAV, Tango with Nasux. Why don't I, there's a VOR. RNP, RNAV Tango, RNAV X-ray, no. We don't have a precision approach here. So we'll do RNAV Tango then. RNAV Tango, no transition. Need to decide. RNAV Tango, that's what we're going to use. RNAV Tango. So Nasux, Darwin to Whiskey Foxtrot, Darwin to Whiskey Mike, missed approach, direct down, track direct to Darwin to Whiskey Hotel, then track 107, climb 3000, degree. We'll use RNAV Tango. Add to the route. Right. RNAV Tango. 4:30. Minimums are nav Tango runway 11. Minimums 4:30. Let's just go back to the cockpit. See what's inside the box. Sorry. We're supposed to monitor Unicom now. Departure arrival 2929 RNAV Tango DN2 J and DN2 EK, EJ and EK. No, wrong. RNAV Tango, this one. Darwin to WLWN. Go back to the charts. I don't want either, but we are coming via the VEC 1X. VEC 1X arrival. Let's have a look at the legs. VEC Altag. VEC it's a Altag approx QT, and then relock, Rifter, and finally Nasux, and then we have the approach. We can't use the directors, flight directors. Okay, right. We can skip ahead till Nolek. We can skip ahead till Nolek, since top of climb is after Nolek. Okay, so let's use FSI panel. Skip some waypoints. Turn on this. Connected. There you go. On first officer, pay FMC, put the desired waypoint on top of legs page, do not execute. So we want to go till here, Nolek. So Nolek and here. Don't execute. And it's moved the aircraft. It's moving. Going up to 35,000 feet. Move it down. It's not perfect. Right. So for arrival, we've got the charts. We've got the chart for the approach also. Charts are there. Now, let's put in a fix. Romeo Whiskey 11 /4 nautical miles /10 and /25. Let me check on my VATSIM client. What are they using for CTAF at CTAF frequency at YPDN Darwin 138-100 no 133-100. CTAF 133-100. 133-100. Sorry for repeating that over and over again. Yeah, so here we go. We'll switch to that once we're in the within 25 nautical miles of Darwin. Minimums is 430 feet. Set the minimums. 430 feet. QNH is 1015. 1015. That's very important. We're doing an RNAV approach. Now we need to. There's no rain, no clouds. Okay. Quickly on the performance tool. Runway 11. We'll do a flaps 40. Calculate. Right in the middle of the runway. VRF 146. Okay. Turbo flying coming up. Let's set it to the normal 6,000 or 3,000 feet. Quickly we can go to the progress page. We are 11 tons. We'll lose. Yeah, we'll have 9.9. So 1.1. 143.2. 143.2. There you go. 146. Descent page, forecast, request winds. Uplink ready, then load. Execute. I want a different set. Execute, request wins again. Almost there. And load them. And we can also do 1015. Execute. Legs. Okay, Navrad not needed here. Arrival barrow setup. Minimum setup, approach reference, set, auto brake, let's use 2, and send checklist call, RNAV, RNP, what's it going to be, does it use any RNP, required navigational precision. One zero seven. 107. 107. Almost at the top of climb, top descent. Okay. Come on. Reach the descent point. Reset the MCP altitude. Should be spooling down any minute. Retard. Drag required. Not yet. We're on the descent path, cleanup path. I'll switch to local QNH. We should switch it at 11,000 feet, but since we're descending all the way down, yeah. Let's see, what's the restriction? Vekpu, just before, it's after Vekpu. Bit high on the profile. We have some tailwind here. Waypoint Alley, coming up to Vekpu. Still some time. PMDGs is showing up on OBS. No drag required message. Alright, switching to local QNH. Yeah, we're a bit above. Need to descend faster, no? Switching to CTF frequency. Darwin traffic, Qantas 9061. We are 25 nautical miles south east of the aerodrome. We'll be arriving via runway 11, RNAV Tango approach. Darwin traffic. So now let's do the seatbelt. Below 250 knots. exit. Okay, 10,000 feet. And on this side we should see the airport. Relax. Darwin traffic, Qantas 9061, left downwind runway 11, Darwin traffic. Open the speed window, bring it down to 30 knots. Alright, let me record this. Start the recorder. And boom. We'll go to up speed. And laps 1. Darwin traffic, Qantas 9061, left base, runway 11, 10 miles, Darwin traffic. Speed checked. Laps 5. Coming on to Rift 2. Now we're on the approach. Rift 2, Nasux, 1970 feet. So that's 19. We'll do 1900 and then missed approach 430 feet. 2 altitudes to do. Yeah, speed. Sorry, let me zoom out. And we can go down 1900 feet. Do unbearing. Darwin traffic, Qantas 9061, 8 mile final, runway 11. Get down.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Plus 40. VIDA speed. Flaps full. Runway inside, clear to land. Darwin traffic, Qantas 1961. 4 mile final, runway 11. Darwin traffic. Okay, match the throttles to the indicator. Stabilize. Because we are going to now just do 3000 feet. Missed approach altitude. And yes, time to land. There's a wind coming in. fire director off. Slightly do the auto throttle off. And calm. Where are the pappies? No pappies here. Can't see any pappies. Continue, continue. Can't see any pappies.
200.
Can't see any pappies.
Sync rate.
Too high.
50. 30. 20.
Come on, maintain, 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 maintain. Well, it's all right. Not bad. We'll vacate to the left. 80 knots. Reverse stood. Do we have a taxi on the left? No. Welcome to Darwin, everybody. There's something. Chrono off, 1 hour 8 minutes. Is this a taxiway? Is it a taxiway? No? No, it's not a taxiway. It's not a Saturday, it's not 2nd of May.
Please take care when opening overhead lockers and bags may move due to pull out. Before leaving, please check your seats and seat pockets.
Let's just...
Smoking, vaping, and use of e-cigarettes is not
Darwin traffic 1-9061, backtracking runway 11. Darwin traffic. Right, APU on.
Electronic devices until you're inside. If you have any concerns, please see a crew member at the forward door.
If you did like the landing and the approach, please leave a like. It does help me out. It's not a monetized channel, but maybe one day.
And just a reminder,
I'm not going this way. That's for the military aircraft. I want some thrust. The PMDG 737 does stick to the tarmac. I mean, there isn't. I mean, it's not the. I'm not saying that it doesn't act like it's on a slippery runway, but it just doesn't move. Thrust. You need an extra thrust to make it move. Taxi. Let's go 23 knots, 24 knots, fine. There we are. We're going to take the next right via Bravo 2. It says on my chart Bravo 2. Bravo coming up. Slightly faster. Nice model. Nicely done. Turn off this flight director also. Trim neutral. And we'll take, this is Bravo. Can't read. It's Bravo. It's Echo. Let's go. Past the lines, the markers. Stop here. Darwin traffic, Qantas 1961, vacated runway 11. Qantas traffic, Darwin traffic, sorry. Qantas traffic. Okay, hiccups again. Right, so we're going to only leave the taxi lights on. And over here, we're going to go to Alt Off. Right. And now we need GSX. Select from the map. I don't know whether you can see it. I don't think you'll be able to see it. We have wingspan gate 8. Meters. What's the wingspan of the Boeing? We'll take gate 6, wingspan 42 meters. Select. Show me the spot and activate. I'll use airport stairs. Qantas. There it is. So we'll be taking Echo Uniform. Right. Darwin traffic, Qantas 1961, taxiing to gate 6 via Echo Uniform. Darwin traffic. Let's go. Have the brakes on, do I? No. Come on, move. This is Echo 2 and that's Uniform 1. First time in Darwin. I think the only other time that I've been in Darwin in a simulator might have been in IL2. Was it IL2? Yeah, maybe IL2. Sturmovik or some one of its releases, which was it had the Pacific Theatre. It's a long time, but that was set in World War II. Okay, gate 6, gate 10, gate 9. Let's switch off the taxi lights now. Here we are, gate 6. 6A. No, this is the one. Yes, which one is prepared for us? I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. So we just add a bit of thrust to move forward. And then more thrust to rotate. Too much thrust. Okay. DHC 8. We want markings for that also. That's fine. Embraer. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole shutdown procedure because I don't know whether my replay tool will play nice if I shut it all down. So I'm going to just stop the recording, disconnect from VATSIM, and play the replays. After I play the replays, I am going to just end the stream. So don't forget to watch the replays, don't forget to like and also subscribe, and until next time, take care, bye bye, see ya. And before I load the replay, I need to turn on the lights because they won't automatically turn on. I had to turn the strobe light, I forgot to turn it off. Right, load the file. 6th of August.
Thank you.